Hi, everybody. This is Paul Hitchcock. I'm the founder and president of Giant Jacks Media. We are a firm that helps others to grow and nurture their businesses, headquartered here in Orange County, California, near Disneyland. And this is my channel where I have incredible entrepreneurs doing really cool things. And Phyllis is certainly one of them. Welcome, Phyllis.
Thank you, Paul. I'm glad to be here with you.
Yeah, no, me too. You and I have had a chance to get to know each other a bit previous to this, and I'm fascinated by what you're doing. And you are an executive coach, and you're focused on mental fitness and retirement areas. We're going to get into that. I first want to get into your career a bit. Like, what has been the history of your career leading up to where you are now?
Okay. The history of my career actually is behind my personal philosophy of my that got me into my current career. So my I've had approximately 8 different jobs in my career, which is not unusual.
No,
That's
not at all.
somewhat around the norm. And I really started, I would say, on Wall Street, where I was for many years, learning the ins and outs of Wall Street and had seven diff had no, no, 5 different jobs just on Wall Street itself.
Wow.
And that turned out, hang on one second. Okay. That turned out to be not, that was extremely educating to me about what I liked and what I didn't like. Um, it was thrilling. It was, um, um, it was blood curdling because you're in the middle of the world.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
that is happening, I was hearing about it and involved in it, being on Wall Street. And and that was addictive. That was like I was running on adrenaline.
Yeah,
And
I bet.
having been on that for a very long time, um, I thought that that was probably the way to go, but it occurred to me that it really wasn't the best fit with my personality.
Why? Because it was too dog eat dog sort of a
Yes,
thing? Yeah,
well,
yeah.
it would be like I was on a couple of trading
Oh
desks.
yeah, that's high energy stuff. Yeah.
That's high energy. And I mean, this is the kind of thing, this is going to sound absolutely ridiculous, but my personality is much calmer, let's say, than many people on Wall Street have. And so everyone would be screaming at each other while sitting on the desk and screaming over stinks and eighths and, like these tiny little pieces of money, which came to a great deal. And then as soon as 4:30 came along, or 4 o'clock came along, and the bell went off, it would be everyone, okay, we want to go get a drink. And after
Right.
the way
Yeah.
you talk to me,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was,
yeah.
not that I am that sensitive, but it like just didn't go. My personality doesn't make that kind of a jump.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. You remind me because you know the name Rick Santelli?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of him because he was just they had those cutaways to Rick Santelli on Wall Street is on the floor and he just is barking left, right, and center, yelling, everything's going crazy. Different today, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So it finally occurred to me that probably was not the best fit.
Yeah.
And and then what happened? Oh, I had a very spiritual moment occur on Friday the 13th. And I won't
Oh.
say the year because it's irrelevant, but on that day, I was laid off of my job
Mm.
on Wall Street
Hmm.
because had been a merger with the company I was with. And it was like the mouse that roared. The company that we took over essentially became whatever they wanted is what they got. And they
Uh,
had signed a contract that all their people would be retained, which
hmm.
is a remarkable kind of they were a much smaller shop. And so the point is that there was redundancy, and I was someone who was redundant. and that the person coming from the other company was going to be filling in on the desk where I was. So I was laid off that day. My marriage ended that day.
Oh,
And there was a blizzard in New York City, which is where I live, on that
damn,
day.
trifecta, Phyllis. You
A
had a
trifecta.
trifecta
It
going on.
was. It was. And I found myself sitting in the middle of my living room, and nothing was the same as it had been yesterday,
Yeah.
and trying to figure out who am I now, and what's
Wow.
important to me now,
Yeah.
and where am I? What's my direction now? And as a result of that journey that I put myself on, I decided that I was going to help other people try to figure that out. So
Ah,
I went into, I was involved with an outplacement firm at that time that I had been
yeah.
assigned to because of my being laid off. And I called them up and I said, okay, I'm finally ready to start with you. And they had said to me, this is quite literally, we were just waiting for you. What is it that you want to do? And I said, I want to be doing what you're doing. And they
Wow.
said, we got it. We already have an office for you. Come in tomorrow.
Jeez. Okay.
Really. So it was a very inspirational, in spiritual kind of a moment.
Well, yeah,
But
a few doors closed for you, but then a big one opened right
that's
up.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the next day I went in there and I learned about outplacement consulting, counseling. And then I took it to career counseling.
Yeah. Yep.
And from there, I started to get really tired of it because, well, I started to get really tired of it. So I needed to figure out what was my next move. And I learned about and came upon coaching.
Hmm.
And coaching is my calling. It is something that I am passionately involved in. And I love every moment of it because what coaching is about to me is about making a difference in other people's lives
Yeah, of course.
and
Yeah.
helping them to get to where it is that they want to get to.
Hmm.
Um, and without my having any agenda other than what their agenda is. And that just worked perfectly for my personality. Obviously, you can understand now why Wall Street did not work so perfectly
Yeah.
for my
Yeah.
personality.
Yeah. No, no, I do get it. And this gets us into your business as an executive coach. What are you focused on?
Well, I take the whole professional life, a professional person's life, and I will help coach them through every aspect of it. So that can be their career management, their as they move into leadership, um, honing that leadership style so that they are the best leader that they can be.
Hmm.
And then what I've recently started moving into now, which I also love, is as the professional starts moving out of their career and
Yeah.
moving
Yeah.
into retirement.
Yeah. Big deal.
And that is a huge transition for a human being.
Yeah. Yeah.
And most people do not know how to do it. They don't know where to start. And I just love it. It
Hmm.
is helping the programs that I've created helps to bring an individual who comes to me that is considering retiring either because of their own volition, which is the best, or because they're being forced out into
Yep.
retirement.
Yep.
And they start off with an excitement of, okay, I'm going to get into retirement. But behind that and underneath all of that is this tremendous amount of anxiety and fear about who will I be without my title.
Hmm.
Because here in America, especially, we are so much defined by what we do.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Eh,
I just want to say too, it's interesting because the whole retirement thing, as we get into this, you hear so much about the financial side of it, right? So many,
Right.
financial planning for retirees, financial, you can have enough money, you need this, you need $1 million or whatever it is. Uh, you're talking about something different. It's you get retired and it's now what? Financials may be taken care of, but you're in
Right.
a different area. And
I'm
which
so
is
glad that you
huge.
brought
Yeah.
in that facet of it because everybody knows that they have to plan ahead for their retirement financially.
Right.
That's a given.
Yes.
But so few people think about what it is, what it means to them on that personal level,
Hmm.
on the lifestyle level, and what do they, how are they going to now fill up their days
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
way that feels meaningful and purposeful,
Well,
and not
well,
just, keeping busy.
keeping busy. Yeah. So, and Phyllis, so you're in that area of expertise that you're focused on. You're dealing with generally, folks who are of an age, where that retirement age, right? And how do you start the conversation out? Because obviously it can't be you telling them. You've got to be a great listener. How do you flesh things out? How does a relationship start for somebody that's trying to figure that out?
Well, like any coaching relationship begins, and that's with thousands of questions.
Yeah, you asking the questions to
I ask
flesh it
all
out.
the
Yeah,
questions, right? I'm
yeah.
nosy. And but I also help to make it very safe for people to go in and explore their personal truths and to bring it out. And my personal opinion that I've learned after all of these years of coaching, and I've been doing coaching for a very long time, is that people have mostly people have the answers within them, but they haven't yet organized
Ah,
all their thoughts and what they know and what they intuit in a way that they can make sense of and take action of. And
mhm.
that's what how a coach can be of help.
Yeah.
To
Oh,
help
yeah.
them to surface all of that information and then to help them to understand what that means
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
Because it's not about me telling someone what to do. It's
Hmm.
about my helping someone to understand and to learn what it is that they want to do.
Well, and Phyllis, it's got to get personal when you talk about that stuff because somebody
Yeah.
I mean, I would imagine loneliness could come into play there. Like, what do you want to do in
It,
retirement? Well, I don't know. I'm going to be, I mean, right?
very big time.
Yeah, okay.
And I mean, that's a really big problem that that people who are retired have, um, being isolated.
Isolated. Yeah,
And
yeah.
another big problem that retired people run into is starting to feel irrelevant to the world, no
Interesting.
longer
Yeah.
really connected and able to um, have a sense of power
Hmm.
in the
Hmm.
world and make things happen. Um, and to be looking and to be following a line that um, feeds their sense of purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what I help them to do mostly, is
Hmm.
to uncover what will be your next purpose, your next sense of purpose.
Yeah,
Because most people, while we're working, that career becomes a sense of purpose.
for sure. For sure.
It's where you spend most of your life. It's where you spend most of your thoughts. It's where your community is. You know where you're going to be every
Yeah,
single day,
yeah,
who you're going to be with, the kinds of activities you're doing, etc. When you're suddenly without all of that structure, and that sense of meaning that is organizing your life, you can really feel set adrift.
yeah.
And the neuroscientists and the social scientists have evidence that people without a sense of purpose during retirement, during this phase of their lives, can and do um, start to disevolve,
Oh,
devolve. I would say is
devolve.
probably a
Okay,
better
okay.
word.
Yeah, yeah.
Devolve into a period of a space of being very lost.
Yeah.
And that can lead to very, very serious consequences.
Yeah.
Mentally,
Depression,
cognitively,
depression, right?
depression, absolutely, dementia,
Oh, yeah.
and just loss of sense of well-being. So
Yeah.
it's really important that people prepare for this and to start becoming aware of what is important to them and what are
Hmm.
the things that they kinds of activities and people that they can do that revitalize them.
Phyllis, how does an interaction happen with you? Are you meeting monthly with people? Is it on Zoom? Like what is the process look like?
For most people, I like to meet
Oh, weekly. Okay. Okay.
weekly, um, until we like it depends on what kind of a coaching program I'm working on, whether it be a career or leadership development or coaching or retirement transition.
Yeah.
Um, Retirement transition definitely is weekly. Actually, everything is weekly. Career might be for several months, and then after that, it might we might meet less often than that, but like every other week or something. But just to keep things going and to help to make sense of things that they are learning and
Yeah.
things that they are trying out. Um, so I usually right now since COVID, it's is tends to be Zoom, but also have a lot of clients who don't like Zoom, and we
Mm.
meet over the phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Old
And
school. Old
old
school.
school, exactly. And that's a really interesting thing because the way I listen, excuse me, is different when
Yeah.
I don't have the visual um, things going on cues going on that I can also start reading, interpreting and reading things from. So, but it's on the other hand, it's some people feel a lot more safe talking because it is a very intimate relationship that we always develop. And they might feel a little bit more safe in terms of revealing who
Oh.
themselves and who they really are.
Yeah, yeah. I love what you're doing, Phyllis. I want to ask you this as we hit kind of the ceiling on the time is where are you going from here? Are you more focused on the retirement phase of your business? Like what 5 years down the road, is it working with more people? Like what's on your mind there?
I'm really, I am open. My whole career has been evolving.
Yeah.
Um, and I continue to prescribe to that, and I'm fine with that. That keeps me interested and keeps me learning and changing. And for right now, I would say I'm involved in those three silos that
Yes.
I had mentioned. I anticipate that there might be a lot more retirement transition coming up because I sort of see the demographics going
Yep.
that way.
Yeah.
And then I'll just ride that and see where that might go.
Yeah, I love it. You've got such a great attitude, and it's you're very easy to talk to, Phyllis. I can imagine the people you work with love it, love your personality. This has been great. I know you and I are going to keep talking. I want to say everyone that may see this, get connected with Phyllis. She's a wonderful person to have in your network. Her contact information will be around this session. Maybe it's up here, down here. We simulcast this everywhere, but. Phyllis, it's been a pleasure.
And Paul, it has been such a pleasure having these conversations with you. And I hope that everyone um, also gets a chance to follow you as well, because you bring out very interesting conversations.
Thank you. I didn't pay Phyllis to say this, by the way, if you're watching. She just said
No,
that
he
on her
didn't.
own.
Right. That's right. I'm a coach, remember?
You're a coach. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
So I find the strengths in people.
I love it. Thank you, Phyllis. We'll talk again soon.
Thank you, Paul.